Good evening, everyone. This is MGM 3123 class, Group 11 presentation. Hello, my name is Fu Weiji. My metric number is 204755. Today, our group will introduce Ping An Insurance Company of China. Part 1. Brief summary of the company and the HR manager. First, Ping An Insurance Company of China in 1988. The company was established in Shenzhen. The company is China's first insurance company and had developed into a company with the main business of insurance, bank, and investment. It is the most complete and broadest group of business in Chinese financial industry. Ping An has many subsidiaries under it, covering all fields of Chinese financial industry, and has developed into one of the human companies in China that can provide customers with financial products. The company's mission is to become an international financial life service provider to create a professional brand experience of customers and to achieve the perfect growth. Second, brief summary of the HR manager. In the interview, the human resource manager told us that the human resource management is an indispensable part of the company, and human resource management is the core of the company. In the company's internal recruitment, training, assessment, team cooperation, and other issues plays a very important role. At the same time, he introduced to us two company's strategies, such as the establishment of smooth and effective communication channels and incentive mechanism, the performance evaluation of employees, the establishment of talent resource system. In order to improve the HRM level and efficiency of Ping An, the core competitiveness of the company has been enhanced and stable development has been achieved. Okay, next person will continue.
Part. Hello everyone, my name is Xiayu. My metric number is 205105. This is my part. Significant HR best practices in the company. Today, I want to introduce a very informative example to us. First, I want to sum about this group. The group currently employs 119,000 people in 2017. Its operating income was 17.2 billion euros, and the group's profit reached 1.19 billion euros. Although Bellsman did not make it to the world's top 500 list, it was listed as the world's most admired company by the U.S. Fortune magazine. Bertelsmann pursues excellence in a leading position in all business areas. Book publishing ranks first in the world. Magazine publishing ranks first in Europe. Second in the world. Music product retail ranks first in the world. TV broadcasting business ranks first in Europe. They have many famous, so I think you might have interest about this company. Let's go on to the talent recruitment. Bellsman general recruitment and external recruitment to select talents. First of all, Bellsman considers its employees to be a human resources goldmine. They themselves are carefully selected during the recruitment process. After years of immersion, they are more familiar with Bellsman's business and adapt to Bellsman's corporate culture. It can be said that internal recruitment can not only meet the needs of the position quickly, but also reduce the time cost and financial cost of recruitment. Therefore, Bell's Lisman regards internal recruitment as an important recruitment channel. The main methods of internal recruitment are internal promotion, transfer job change, and rehiring. Okay, let's go on. This part is really important about training and development. First, onboarding training. The context of Bellsman's vocational training mainly includes cultural training and business training. The training time is usually set with the first period of time after the employee is employed. Cultural training is the basis of Bellsman's introduction training. The training department will let employees understand Bellsman's corporate traditions, corporate purpose, corporate culture, core values, and important rules and regulations. Okay, on-the-job training is really interesting. Bellsman will conduct more systematic on-the-job training for employees. The training method is learning at work. It helps employees optimize their knowledge structure and adapt to new situations at work by training various forms of training courses. Take Bellsman's services provide as an example. It is one of Bellsman's main business peers and one of the well-known services providers in Europe. It is known for providing CRM. CRM is Customer Relationship Management Solutions. Okay, this is the last one. Off-job training. Off-job training is to allow employees to temporarily leave their jobs and go to a certain unit to study for a period of time. Bellsman headquarters has a Bell's University, which regularly trains some employees. The train mainly adopts simulation teaching methods so that employees have the opportunity to communicate with colleagues with different culture and educational backgrounds and help employees improve their ability to coordinate interpersonal relationships and solve problems. Bellsman also provides employees with opportunities to participate in overseas training, sending outstanding employees to the United Kingdom and the United States to study for a period of time to comprehensively learn advanced overseas work concepts and methods. Okay, that's all my part. Next presenter, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Vinny from magic number is 204784, and now I'm going to talk about the major HR challenges faced by the organizations. Due to the development of internet technology and the outbreak of the global economy, many multinational companies operate in a fiercely competitive environment. More and more companies are trying to recruit overseas, integrate diverse cultures, and return external talents to become global organizations. So, human resources face major challenges in the future development and retention of capable employees. First, let's talk about the future development. Currently, many human resource managers use social media sites such as Facebook and LinkedIn to receive the most suitable candidates for different departments of the organization to increase productivity and obtain matching benefits. In the highly competitive job market for job seekers and recruitment companies, HR will need to use social media for the benefit of the organization. Human resource professionals need to be ready to hear suitable candidates before other competitors, which may mean that HR needs to start discussions before candidates apply. Some social media participants usually set their personal data as private, so human resource personnel need to have a deeper understanding of social media tools and online search engines to find the information they need. Second, the emotional well-being of employees is more important than ever, and this may be an ongoing challenge for human resource managers. Accelerating the flow of employees is a trend in the future, and the organizational structure of an enterprise needs to be relatively stable. The too low an employee flow rate will lead to a decline in corporate efficiency, organizational rigidity, and insufficient competitive pressure. However, the excessive flow rate of employees, especially senior employees, will inevitably affect corporate morale, cause higher labor costs, and damage the image of the organization and interests, which in turn affect the stability and the security of the organization. The days of staying in a company are over, and the liquidity has become the new normal. With this, employees will gradually make work choices based on family considerations and desire for a life outside of work. Managing talent, improving leadership development, and managing work-life balance are the main challenges for the human resources department in the future. How to make the enterprise organization more flexible, continue change, adapt to the rapid flow of employees, manage talents, improve leadership development, and manage work-life balance are the main challenges facing the human resource department in the future. And that's all about my part. Thank you.
My name is Cai Puhua, and my matric number is 204728. I will talk about how to overcome HR challenges. I think the first is the right talent strategies, like this picture. Those companies that can identify, develop, promote, and reward high performers can successfully retain their talent and get a return on talent investment. The correct talent strategies is one of the important magic weapons for companies to successfully deal with the challenge of playing for performance and societies of talents. And the second is employee assistance programs. Companies can improve their employees' enthusiasm, sense of belonging, and loyalty through a good caring mechanism. At the same time, by respecting employees and caring about their work and quality of life, employees can reduce their anxiety and hopelessness due to work pressures, greatly reduce to turnover rates, and help employees solve their social, psychological, management, and health aspects. Third is develop a strong compensation strategies. Formulate a strong compensation strategies, go beyond traditional compensation benchmarks, and implement different compensation programs in a large-scale talent field. The compensation strategies with competitive advantages is manifest in providing talents with higher compensation that match with them, ensuring the fairness of compensation and structured complying with pay for performance. Clearly, the intent of the reward plan and what the purpose of each reward instrument is. At the same time, companies should also make clear regulations and adjustments in terms of salary communications, the transparency of salary strategies, and the effectiveness of salary assessments.
Hello everyone, my name is Kou Qiuying. My matric number is 204805. Today I will introduce lessons learned during the interview. and during the process of getting the interview opportunity. Lessons learned during the interview. Doing a good job in human resources should be reflected in at least two aspects. Firstly, the mental outlook and the working atmosphere of employees in the whole company will be improved. Secondly, show strong team fighting power and exert the strength of an organization instead of the strength of a certain person. In this way, the whole organizational appearance fighting capacity, internal order and organization will be different, so as to bring the organizational foundations into full play. Therefore, HR should not only talk about human resources in HR department, but must communicate with business department about performance and talents, and communicate with them with the concept of talents that they can understand instead of the concept of human resources, so that they are more willing to communicate with you, which is also a means to enhance HR value. Lessons learned during the process of getting the interview opportunity. First, understand that others have no obligation to accept your interview. Therefore, clarify the purpose of the interview, conduct a background check, and give the other part a good reason to accept your interview. Secondly, if possible, contact the interviewer as soon as possible. This will give you enough time to persuade the other part to accept the interview, and also allowing you to prepare for the interview in advance. Thirdly, when making an interview request, give your name, why, and how long it will take to make the interview psychologically or materially prepared. If the other part asks for materials, you should try your best to meet the other part's needs. Some organizations provide interview application forms and correspondence application persuade from the outlet of the reception media of the organization and act according to the persuade. When asking for an interview, it is best not to mention the word interview, because interview is easy to make people nervous and disgusted. Try to explain the reasons for the interview according to the actual situation.
Okay, I will introduce what's the best takeaway from human resource manager for my future. I think through these methods of human resource studies, I have higher requirement for myself as an individual in order to become a talent for enterprise development. For the whole, I must strengthen the study of various skills and improve my professionalism abilities. And without good personal abilities, there will be no good development. Perhaps it can be said that even the door of the enterprise cannot be entered. The improvement of professional skill and the professional knowledge is indispensable. And the human resource manager is not so much about managing others and about planning and manage yourself, and expecting myself for the future. Human resources are the cornerstone of enterprise development. Without human resources, there will be no enterprise development. The good development of an enterprise requires a good human resource system to ensure that human resource manager, as an important part of enterprise management, has always been the top priority of enterprise manager. Many enterprises, the bankruptcy is because there's no good human resource system that can be proved a backup force for the development of the enterprise. The technical staff didn't replenish the backward product in time. The management personnel didn't replenish the backward management model in time, and the company staff was lost due to the salary level and the company benefits. And for me now, I also have to consider this issue: how to communicate with people in the class and school, how to maintain my interpersonal relationship and the human resources class. Not only bring me knowledge, but also help me I learn more about thinking about corporate managers. Human resource manager can be said to the enterprise manager to a certain extent. How to let employees do their best for the company, how to let employees use their potential at work, and how to discover to people around them how to use their potentials. Okay, that's all my